Today, you're going to learn how I went from $5,500 to $26,700 on YouTube. And if you don't believe this, if I go back, search up AdSense, refresh it, press sign in, and let this load, as you can see, this loads right here. And the thing is, I did this entirely with AI. Now, one of the reasons I was able to make so much is because so many people thought YouTube was demonetizing AI content. But as you can see from this tweet on Team YouTube, if we press on this link, they actually said, I quote, "We welcome creators using AI tools to enhance their storytelling." Plus, YouTube's owned by Google, which is an AI company. So because of that, I started so many AI channels because I knew nobody else was going to. And as you can see, they're still monetized to this day. This one channel made $1,800 in July. This one channel made $2,100 in July. And of course, to get that full 20,000, there's many other channels. I just don't want to leak those niches since they're doing a lot better. But if I click on one of my videos, for example, this one with 10,000 views, if I go to the revenue tab, you can see that this has an $18 RPM. RPM just means how many dollars you're getting paid per 1,000 views. And as you can see, if I press the settings button here, this is USD. And the reason that it is having such a high RPM is because the videos, if you can see, is really tiny here, but they are 2 hours long. And they're fully generated with AI. So even though they're 2 hours long, they actually only take like 10, 20 minutes to make the full thing and upload it to YouTube. Yes, I'll admit it, I don't even review them because the AI is just that strong. Now, if you want to know exactly how you do this, I'm using TubeGen.ai, and TubeGen just added this new niche finder. As you can see, if you press this, you're about to see just how OP this is. Now, there are plenty of niche finders across the web, but I can give you 100% guarantee that this is the best niche finder that exists. And that is because you have so many filters. You can filter by all, long form shorts, the language, even the content quality. You can select faceless channels only, subscriber count, length of videos, etc., etc. It goes on and on. The filters on this are crazy. And there's even a specific filter here for sleep channels. So if you don't know how to, make super great filters to find a good niche, all you got to do is press sleep and then press continue and it will search for you. Then all we have to do here, we can even sort by like recency, average views. Let's go by recency just to see what that does. So this is a channel that's only 3 weeks old. And if we go recently, this one actually is getting typical views of 8,000, which is insane. So let's press on their channel. They started just 1 month ago and they're getting a lot of views. And in the last 30 days, Social Blade says they have 515,000 views. So using the same RPM that we have, we'll put 515,000 to a calculator, divide by 1,000 and multiply by $18, which means in the last 30 days, this channel made maybe around 9.3K. And their videos are actually longer, so there's a good chance it made maybe 12, 13K. Like I said, these videos are around 3 hours long. Now, what's really cool, not only can you do sleep channels or story channels or really do any filters you want, but you can actually press this similar channels button and it's going to find channels in the same niche. As you can see, this channel right here is in a very, very similar niche. Now, aside from that, you can also bookmark this so that it's saved and then you can check on the channel every once in a while, decide if you really want to start it. But the coolest thing, and you're about to see why it's so cool, is you can press copy style. Now, what's that gonna do? All you gotta do is press on the TubeGen logo here and we'll see exactly what it did. So once we're here, we press on this style button and whoa, what do we see here? Dust and Glory. That was the name of the channel. Well, if we press this edit style button, what does this do? Well, it sets the default word count for us, right? Because this is now going to create the video for us. It scrapes the scripts from their most popular videos to get the same style of script writing, and it even will choose a voice that's most similar to theirs. Here's what it sounds like.
A good story hooks you in like the first tug on an invisible thread.
Now you can also change whatever you want in here, so I'll just change the voice because I like Frederick, he's my goat. And just for an example video, I'll make this 2,000 words instead of 20,000 because I don't want to render a whole 3-hour long video. But the point is, once you press copy style, all you have to do is select your style and you're good to go. Now we can press generate title by channel URL. Let's copy his channel URL, paste it in here, and this is going to scrape every single video on his channel. He has 44 videos. It's going to create similar video ideas to his most popular videos and based on what is currently trending. Guys, this is doing so much on the back end, a lot more than you are thinking. So we have a ton of these to choose from. Let's do fall asleep to the entire history of ancient Egypt. Now, if you want, you could web search or use video context, which is pretty much the same as web search, but using a specific video for the AI to learn about the topic. For example, if it's super topic specific that there's nothing on the web, you'd want to use this. But because this is a sleep niche, we don't want to do that because this isn't a super specific topic. Now, all you have to do is press on generate. Now, once the script is done, all you have to do is press on this blue generate voiceover button and it's going to go to generate. And as you can see, this generates very quickly. Now let's listen to what this sounds like.
The scorching sun beats down mercilessly upon endless stretches of golden sand.
Now the next step we want to press on generate images. And if we go through his video, you can see that this is like a painting style. Now you have a ton of different styles you you can choose from, but we're going to choose painting. You can also choose between portrait and landscape. Portrait would be if you're doing short. Now what's cool is you can actually animate the images too. This is pretty expensive, but we have an advanced mode where you can set it up so that, let's just say first bit is animated. So from 0 to 41 seconds, we're going to do animations. So we press animate here, and then from 0 to 41, we press the animate check mark. And then for, let's say, the rest of the video, we want to do 10 images. Now, if you're interested in something like that, or you want to animate your whole video, I'll make a video on that soon, but for now, we're just going to make it just like this channel. So let's just select painting, and then I do an image every few minutes. Let's just copy what this guy's doing. So it looks like he's actually looping his videos because I've seen the same image twice in here, which I would not recommend doing that because that could get you demonetized. So I'm just going to do an image every 2 minutes, let's say. So if we do one every 2 minutes, it's a 18-minute video, so we want 9 images. Then all you have to do is press generate prompts and continue. So here's the example image that it gave us, and then it gives us the prompts for the next images as well and tells you which part of the script it's using. But I trust TubeGen because it's goated, so we'll just generate the rest of the images and you'll see that it is goated. So now we can go through the images, and you can even press here to see which part of the script it's using, and it tells you where to put this in the video. So it'll be 0 seconds to a minute 54, minute 54 to 4:08. But what's really cool is you can actually press this render videos button, and what it's going to do is it's pretty much going to convert all of these PNG images into MP4s. So it's going to, for example, make this image into a video that's just a still image, but it will last for a minute and 54 seconds. So in this folder, we're given our voiceover, which we can put into here. Then you can go into the videos tab and then just drag these right into whatever editing software you want. And would you look at that? Everything's already timed for us perfectly. Now, all I'm going to do is press fit to frame for all of these. Then what I like to do is in Premiere, for example, I'll go to the scale and add a timer, go to the end, and I'll just make this like 180 or something. Then we can add this motion and paste it on all of these, and then press Control D and it'll fade them into each other. And here's what it looks like.
The scorching sun beats down mercilessly upon endless stretches of golden sand.
And if we skim through this, you'll see that it slowly zooms in, and then right here it's going to fade into the next image, then slowly zoom in, and do that for the entire video. And now our video is just like the other guy's video. Script is written exactly the same, and everything's really exactly the same. And we did it in just a few minutes. And you think that we're done? We are not done. We still need a description for our video, right? So you can actually press generate description. It's going to use the title and the script to create a description for your video. And this is formatted exactly how I like to do it, with the title at the top of the description, paragraph pretty much with a ton of keywords for your niche and some hashtags. So all you have to do is press the copy button. And you still thought we were done? We are not done. There's more to do. We need a thumbnail, right? Well, guess what? You can press AI tools, and not only can you go from a voiceover right to the images, not only can you do voice cloning, but you can also generate thumbnails in here. Isn't that cool? So all we have to do is go to his most popular videos, and let's take any sort of thumbnail that we like here. So I'm just gonna do his most popular video, or let's do one that looks more Egyptian, I guess. So this one can look maybe kind of Egyptian. We're going to copy the link here. So copy link address, go into TubeGen, and just paste in the YouTube URL, or you can upload an image. Now this is going to give us the image description, and we can change this as much as we want. So I pretty much just went through this and changed everything to Egyptian. Then we have the thumbnail similarity. So do we want it to be 10% like as similar type of style, or 100%? So let's do 50% and generate the thumbnail. Now here's the thumbnail we got. As you can see, it has the ancient Egypt. It has the Egyptian stuff in the background, just like we had prompted. Now we can always go back. We can always change the similarity level, regenerate the thumbnail. For example, if I did 20%, I don't know how similar it'll make it. Even so, it didn't copy the style exactly, but I actually think this thumbnail is probably looking better. And here's like a closer look at what it generated. Now you have your title, you have your description, you have the video itself, and you have the thumbnail. That is more than literally everything, and I did all of this in less than 10 minutes. If you want a discount, the link's in the description, and also follow me on other socials like Twitter and Instagram in the description as well. See ya.
Right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders, and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.